Zimbabwe's education system is designed in such a way that it benefits mostly the elite groups. Children from rich families get the best possible education, but poor children learn relatively nothing. In PRIMROSE village in Zaka district, 90% of families are living below food poverty line. This means that most of the parents do not send children to school because they only can afford to buy food. To solve this problem and reduce illiteracy level in FADZAI village, I am building a free school. Children from lower income families come and learn free of charge and get all the resources needed for free. To move forward, we need your help, either by funding or by participating as a member. My name is Albert TSODODO. I am a high school graduate and I call FADZAI village home.
13% of children are engaged in child labor, and about 25% of children have made the streets their home. Based on my research, some of these children are orphans whose everything was taken away from by distant relatives. Greetings to you all, residents of Shavani. My name is Amanda MAPHOSA, an upper 6 graduate. I'm starting a teenage mentoring program where I'm inviting all children between the ages of 12 to 19 who have lost both their parents. As a parent, you should understand that you might leave any time. To ensure that your children don't face such issues, there is a need to educate children on where they can go if they face cases of property stripping. Not forgetting that some of these children are under the care of foster parents or grandparents. I plead for your permission to allow them to attend my sessions. I am just like them. I can feel and understand because I have once walked where these children walked. I hope all those listening and have gone through cases like this would be willing to join me.
My name is Blessed MOYO, and my Capstone project is about bridging the gap between urban rural schools, focusing on lack of resources in rural schools. And my project is primarily focusing on Doma Secondary School, Mangura in Mashonaland West Province here in Zimbabwe. So the Doma Secondary School, one of the resources lacking are school teachers. Therefore, I will be teaching at Doma Secondary School, starting when schools open. I do have some small experience of teaching. I love teaching very, very much, and I've been teaching for some time, doing extra lessons, etc. So I will be also encouraging parents to pay fees on time, because that's another resource which is lacking. Like parents are not paying school fees on time, and I will be urging parents to pay their fees on time. And I'll be moving around door to door, encouraging parents to pay their fees on time. And I would like people to assist me, those who can, well wishers, pledge some money to my secondary school to help it improve the resources which are not available, like chairs, textbooks, and build.
It's time we saved lives. Many people are overlooking this issue of diarrheal diseases in Madrafam community, but they don't realize that is what is causing most deaths in my community. We all know how it's supposed to be. We all know what is supposed to be done, but we don't do it because we are afraid of being at the front. But what are we doing to our community? Nothing. We are reducing our populations bit by bit until no one is left. As a USAP student, we realized that this is something that should be done. This is something that should be solved. I designed my water filtration system to save lives, to have better water, to have cleaner water, so that we have a better tomorrow. Better today and best tomorrow.
Stroke remains the leading cause of permanent disability and death worldwide. Stroke can happen to anyone, whether a fetus, a 5-year-old, a 30 years old, or a 70-year-old. It can happen to at any moment, and we are all at a risk of stroke. When stroke strikes, part of your brain shuts down, and so does a part of you. That's because a stroke happens in the brain, the control center of who we are and what we can do, and our life changes instantly, and we are deprived of our independence. However, survivors should indeed focus on strengthening their emotional well-being as much as possible. We are reminded that it's also important to prevent additional strokes, and to second a stroke, with continued medical attention. It is very important to continue to address the risk factors involved, which include high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol, among others. It is of utmost importance to treat these risk factors. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Florence MADZIMA, a recent A-level graduate. and the team leader of the Stroke Support Initiative, which is a youth-led organization. The Stroke Support Initiative has been working towards improving the lives of stroke survivors, and its aim is to provide education about stroke and information about how to access community services to help fill the gaps we've seen happening. If you know someone who have had stroke, please reach us on 0788 319 000. I imagine a world where life after stroke does not differ much from what it used to be. Let's all come together and make this a reality. Looking forward to working with you all.
All is well, all is good. This is what most of the people think in their societies, but there are certain things we neglect and jeopardize ourselves. When we talk about its rampant effects, that is when we started to realize its consensus, but sometimes it will be too late to solve it. Join me as I'm about to try alleviating the high demand of firewood for basic thermal applications due to unavailability of electricity in some parts of Umsalaban. This has adverse impacts to the environment. Building smokeless traditional stoves will enormously helps us as community people to ponder the different problem progressing in Mzaraban. CHINYAMA HULLIBUTTON is my name, a USAP alumni. Come guys and partake on this wonderful journey. We will celebrate as time elapsed. Thank you.
Somewhere in the universe, in a remote area well known as Ochoa, lies Mateza Secondary School, a school that lost 11 teenage girls in 3 months period due to teenage pregnancies and early child marriages. However, we realize that many non-government organizations such as FACT and FAWEZ Zimbabwe are trying their best to work with these rural girls, trying to eradicate teenage pregnancies and early child marriages, but the problem ain't alleviating at all. The question is, why are these organizations failing? Start Up for Girls, a project run by the Girl Child for the Girl Child, can help you answer this question. In this 21st century, a girl child does not only need school fees and books to excel in her academics, she needs the motivation, she needs career guidance, she needs the counseling, she needs entrepreneurship skills so she can fend for herself, she needs protection from blessers, boys and young men who are trying to devour him. She needs to be taught about the constitutional laws that protect her so that she knows in whatever good decision she makes, the government got her back. Instead Up for Girls is offering all those services. Jacqueline, NYAKUNU, USAP class of 2021 and Capstone fellow of 2022 and the CEO of the Startup for Girls at your service. Let us all get involved and support the girl child because every girl child can.
Being deaf is not a matter of choice. Why deprive a deaf child from acquiring high-quality education? Why neglect his or her needs? Raising awareness towards better education for the deaf. We are raising awareness for the parents to check their children's status while they are still young, for them to be exposed to sign language more, because the deaf child's education is greatly affected by the way they know sign language. RESTA is a learning system adapted from South Africa. It teaches deaf students from a very young age. Hence, they can be able to acquire education just like a hearing student. RESTA is there for them. Catch them young and better their education. MONITAMIA, SHONHIWA, thank you.
Giving birth at a young age, and then what next? That's the question. Due to the involvement of youths into teenage pregnancy and less progress of youth's education, the project that provides deep insights understanding on sexual education was introduced on 9 January of 2022 with a targeted age between 15 and 19. 100 adolescent youths have started to fill up their self-esteem and know how the involvement of sexual activities ruin their education. Therefore, joining this project opens your mind and frees you from the mousetrap of social evils. Hence, together, we can make youth in Tonga refugee camp move forward educationally and create the world free of teenager pregnancy. My name is Olive IRAGENA, a USAP student of class of 2021 and a Capstone fellow of 2022. Thank you.
Why get pregnant in the year 2022 when #Bay is here for you? #Bay is a growing club for teenage girls whose aim is to reduce teenage pregnancies by keeping teenagers occupied and teaching them about ways of avoiding pregnancy. Occupation will come in the form of theater activities, e.g., dancing, poetry, monologues, etc. etc. Come join me, your host, Primrose Magutshwa, in a self-discovery journey where the future is female. #Bay, beautiful and age.
Are you a passionate young artist with hope for greatness in your field? Then Aya is where you belong. Awakening Young Artists represents talented and passionate young artists in Zimbabwe who, due to various reasons like prohibitions from parents, lack of opportunities, lack of resources, to mention but a few, have been unable to pursue their artistic dreams. By pairing each young artist to an established artist in the same field as them to be a mentor, young stars stand a chance to broaden their artistic horizon and share their talents with the world. What better way for an emerging artist to grow than under the guidance of someone who has walked along the path they are walking? Established artists out there, join me, TAFADZWA, in making young people in our field grow. Wouldn't you be happy seeing someone you mentored thriving in the industry? Arts are just as important a field as any other field known to exist. Together, let's rejuvenate the arts in Zimbabwe and make it a better place and space for art.
Greetings, my name is YAMANI MPOFU. I am an A-level graduate from the USAP Community School. I am the founder of ZARANYIKA Dance Group and Interactive Youth Organization. This organization is founded upon the idea of tackling the problem of substance and drug abuse among young adolescents in Kulmani Township in Kobulawayo. As per the research I carried out before implementing the solution, I found out that the main cause of substance and drug abuse are the lack of employment and the lack of occupation among youth and young adolescents, which is what I'm trying to provide by this dance group and interactive youth organization. I therefore invite any interested persons or a group of people who may be interested in funding or